It's not in the cards for you. I'm pretty good at insults, and I got the internet and a lot of free time.
So I've decided to go back to school, and I've chosen to go back to Spokane Falls Community College. I kind of figure with so many nursing students, they must offer some good science programs, right? Um, I like to be a quantum physicist. I'd like to get my doctorate in either astrobiology or temporal physics. By the time I'm 50, I have 12 years to do this. Um, if it doesn't work out with Allie, uh, the nice Christian chick that became my friend, um, then there's always the possibility of next fall hooking up with what I'm looking for in a woman, and that's youth. Um, I like millennials. I don't like how millennials only seem to date millennials, and nobody really wants to know what Generation X thinks. They want to know what millennials and baby boomers think. I guess one day we'll have our day in the sun again, and we're 65. Uh, so yeah, Generation X is a small generation. Um, we gave you punk rock. We gave you hip hop. We gave you the internet, as you know it today. The World Wide Web is Generation X. But you gave us Facebook and smartphones and other stuff. That's what's confusing about millennials. They don't really have a voice of their generation like John Lennon or Kurt Cobain. They got Mark Zuckerberg. This is an atheist, alright. Little jibe for us. I could go into what atheists give you all day long too. I'd like to get like a book or something, just like the contributions of atheists to the world. Um, Certainly Alan Turing, who won World War II for us, and then they castrated him because he was gay, or maybe because he was a gay atheist. I don't know. So yeah, that's what I'd like to do. I'd like to go back to college. Uh, I can get a Pell Grant, and they'll pay for everything, if not most everything. I don't know if it'll pay for the books. It might. I've heard that Spokane Falls um, would arrange it or whatever. They said with the Pell Grant would pay for everything, including books. So I'm gonna go in there sometime this week and find out some more stuff. I don't know when, so it's useless to stalk me, ladies. Um, I don't know what my pickup line would be. I mean, I'll look a lot better than some gel back. Um, Probably a pair of slacks. I gotta get a belt too. I got like these belt loop things that are Velcro that kind of hold them up for 5 minutes and then they sort of sag like you're in the ghetto or something. I don't really take it. So I'll have to get a belt. Have to get some money out. I don't know if I have a meeting with Mary, one of my contacts at Frontier Mental Health tomorrow, so I'm gonna wait around till at least afternoon. This dude's coming in to like put the little caps on the toilet. Right now I'm making that soup, so I want to watch that. So I'll be around until at least 1. I don't know. I guess that's all that's really going on right now. We'll report later. I'll try to get the library to upload these. Um, my plan is to buy a CenturyLink box. I have some internet at home for once. It's only like $50 a month. My rent's pretty low. I'm gonna ask my payee about that. My housing authority rep took me grocery shopping, and he said he was gonna hook me up with a phone by taking me to Walmart and getting some money out of my account. So I might just hold off on the Century thing. I don't know. CenturyLink is cool. They got a plan where it's like you pay $45 now, you'll pay $45 for the rest of your life every month. That sounds pretty keen. I like that. Things that I gotta do around here, I gotta like organize the clothes that don't fit me. The 2X stuff, not a 3X. It's bullshit. Most of that weekend was at Foothills stabilization unit. I gained like 35 pounds, and it wasn't that I was on meds because I wasn't on meds yet. It was just that sitting around doing nothing, watching TV. But then as soon as I started walking, I started losing a lot of weight. Like last month, I lost, according to my dietitian, 8 pounds, and I total lost 17 since like October maybe. So it's hard at first because your body builds up muscle, and that weighs something. My calves are a little bit bigger. My goal is to be at least 230 by the end of the year again. Where it was, I got this like pimple that I popped. It wasn't really a pimple either. It was just like, well, it was a pimple, but it's a scar now, and I don't know what's up with that. I know it's not herpes because I was tested for STDs at the hospital, so it's not that. It's just kind of a boil. I gotta shave hella. Probably need to get some laundry detergent. I got enough clothes to last me. I did laundry before I left, but probably by Monday I'll have to get some laundry detergent. I'm trying to get everything even so I don't have to spend much money. So I got a big pile of clothes right here, and then I got a small pile of dirty clothes right there. I'm just kind of organizing shit. I don't have a garbage can yet. I'm gonna have to buy one of those, or maybe get one for free. I don't really know. Garbage can would probably be pretty cheap. A lot of food in the fridge. Right now I'm using this box for my garbage. I don't want to do that, but it's all I got, so I'll just tip that out and reuse it. I'll show you their shoes. Hold on. These are my Skechers. You see, pretty nice heavy duty shoe. I like these. $56 in this catalog. They might just put like these bungee cord things in to keep our shoes in, but I got my laces back, so I don't need to do that anymore. I bought 4 watches. This is just one of them. I put this one on today. This cost me $43. The other one costs like 60. A lot of people like that one. I got a lot of compliments. I'll kind of keep it real and only show you the one. I'll show like 2 more later, or 3 more, I'm sorry. So it's kind of weird, like taking my pills. I have to look at the label, you know, like, yeah, that's 2 times a day, that's 3 times a day, that's 3 times a day. What's even weird is like, take my own diabetic shot. I haven't done that in years. Like, it got away from me. That could have been the reason for my aggressive behavior. Sorry. Do I have to join the Me Too movement? I hope not. I've been trying to show women respect. Everybody around me has been saying that I'm really respectful, so I think I'm good for now. I got like coffee that I had in the hospital. It's freeze dried. Just 2 scoops makes a nice, delicious, tangy cup of coffee. Very strong. I don't have any sugar. I don't use sugar. I'm diabetic, so I have to use sweetener, which might not be the best. I might get some Truvia, which is stevia. I think that's what it is, Truvia. I don't know. It's stevia, whatever it is. What else is going on? got the crock pot going. Let me show you that. I don't know if you see that. We have that cup. I'm charging the Kindle. I don't really like having to charge things. That's why I want to get a laptop, but you know, in paces. You know, I don't want to spend too much money at once. My dude at housing, really nice guy. He's the same age as my older brother. His name's Travis Terry. What he does is pretty much take care of me. If I need a trip to do something, I think he's just kind of doing that to like start me off. He's kind of like this guy that I had in Olympia called Fletcher. His name was Fletcher, but he died. He wasn't that old either. He smoked like chimney. So that kind of makes me think about why I quit smoking. I donated like a pack and a half to the donation thing. I don't need that shit. Yeah, I'm not gonna show you my fridge full of food. It's pretty gnarly though. I mean, it's just a lot of vegetables, a lot of meat in the freezer. I came in here and the joint had a turkey in the freezer. I'm not kidding you. It's like a 20-pound turkey just in my freezer, so I gotta get a casserole dish to make that. But I'm not really in dire need to do a casserole dish for a week. You know, I got a can opener from here. I asked if she had a can opener. Sure enough, she had a couple, so she gave me one in the office. Picked that up from the office lady. I don't know. I know Kim and I know Jacob. That's all I really know. Very nice woman. I got Cards Against Humanity that my stepdad sent me. It was so funny because they wouldn't allow me to have it because of the humor involved in this apples to apples knockoff. I laughed so hard at that. They wouldn't let me have it. Larry thought it was pretty funny too. I got Carcassonne. I played so much Carcassonne in the hospital with various folks. It wasn't even funny. I kicked ass at that like almost every time. I think I lost like 2 games. I just like decimated the populations. Fun game. It only takes like 40 minutes. I don't know. I'll show you my other watches. Sorry. So you saw this bad boy by Kenneth Cole. Nice leather watch band. This one, Pulsar. A lot of fun. Analog, that's my new rules, only analog watches. It's just more grown up, you know what I'm saying? This one, it's plastic. I haven't really figured it out. It's unlisted. Wait, no, it's not unlisted. It's another brand, I think. But look how pretty that is. Yeah? I gotta have Travis tell me how this one works. It might be one of those loose watches, but I can't open it. You know, I can't open the thing. This is my 4th watch I bought. This is the other 2 watches. This watch was 43, and this watch was 60. But the other 2 were like $30. The spindles don't spin on this because you gotta spend like $300 to get that real watch at Walmart. I'm not kidding you, but it's a nice watch. It's kind of confusing to tell time on because of the 3 spindles, but it's got this beautiful black band of metal that I really dig. So I bought 4 watches while I was in the hospital. I know that money is spent, and so I spent. And I switch them out every once in a while. My plan was to get like 7 of them, so I had 1 for every day of the week, but they only allowed me to get 4. And I bought 1 separately, so I bought 1. Then I bought 3 more, and there was another one that I wanted that was $80. It's nice, but they weren't in stock. I was like, fuck. Silently pissed. And also like this Nike shirt. I've never bought anything name brand in my life, but I decided to buy a Nike shirt. It was like $40. It was a sweatshirt, and they didn't have it. Fuckers. Oh man, I filled out like probably between 6 and 8 journals. I wrote a book while I was in there. I wrote a book. It's a clockbunk novel that takes place in the year 1200, but they got clockbunk technology that gets them to Mars, and they meet aliens. It's just wound series of winding for their machines. Chronometrics is what I called it in the book. They open up these gateways to different worlds and universes. It's fascinating because it's like lo-fi. They're dressed like it's 1300s, you know, but they got technology of comparable to the year 2100, and they end up saving the universe. It's just like whack-doodle. But I don't know if it's a comedy. I gotta wait for people to read it to see if it's comedy. You know what I mean? Because there's some funny shit. There's this rotifer creature with 3 eyes that's only 6 centimeters tall, or like a centimeter tall. Centimeter tall. That's 6 centimeters. I'm thinking of the game. This is propagator from President 2000. But 1,000 divided by, so he was 1 centimeter tall, and he said nigga like every other word, and he's a scientist, so it's just ridiculous. They open up a world where it's like leprechauns and unicorns, and they come through. It's just crazy. Like, I'm trying to explore these different universes that people created. In history, I could have made one with superheroes, but I didn't have really the time. You know what I mean? Another one with ghosts. There might have been ghosts, I'm not sure. But they had to close the portal. That's not even touching on the juiciest parts of this thing. It's like 400 pages. There's like 100 where I talk about the 5th dimension. It's the prologue. I wrote that later after I wrote the book, so it's like 400 pages long when it's going to be printed out. It's called Wound. Actually, it's called Fate Wound. And the first section is called Fate, the 5th dimension of possibilities. You know, so I called it Fate. And then Wound because of the winding technology that they have. Everything they use, from toasters to food replicators, are wound. I don't know why they have toasters with food replicators. I don't think I even mentioned a toaster in the book. But they certainly have warp capability. The year 1200 with clockpunk technology. So it's like cyber clockpunk. Wild shit. I was describing this to people all the time, and they were like, you need to publish this. And I think I'm going to try to do that. There's just crazy shit where I like made mistakes in the beginning of the book, but talked about how this vortex could have caused those mistakes that I wrote, so I don't have to go back and correct it anymore. But I did correct it, so it's like a just-in-case scenario for me as a writer. I know, I'm clever, I guess, sometimes. People say I'm clever. But anyway, this is getting long in the tooth, about 1821. I just capped it off with ladies, millennials, steak with me. You know what I'm saying? At the most expensive steakhouse in downtown Spokane. You find that girl, 18 to 22. We'll have a double date on me. Peace.
You're scaring the hell out of me, man. Everything that I do good, I try to do good, and